Morning, everybody. This is my son, Riley.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool kid. He's going to be reading to you today out of one of the books that he found here at home that he likes, and it's a good spring book. Show him the book, Riley. It's called Sitting Ducks. Yeah, he's got my sense of humor. I'm sorry about that. Not great. So it's called Sitting Ducks. It's kind of a fun book about spring because ducks hatch in the spring, chickens hatch in the spring. We have all these fun things that happen in the spring. So he picked a book about ducks. It's kind of a silly book, just like him. So enjoy Riley as he reads the book to you. Here we go. It's all yours. You're on.
Sitting Ducks
Show him the pictures.
by Michael Bedard. I got it, Dad.
I can hold it and you can read.
No.
Okay.
Day after day, a steady supply of ducks rolled off the assembly line at the colossal duck factory. Alligators pushed buttons and pulled levers that kept the machines humming, while conveyor belts moved the ducks.
Sorry, keep going.
Moved the ducks through the factory. Finally, the ducks were loaded onto trucks for their journey to the city. Rarely did anything go wrong.
Did you see the alligators down here? Okay, keep going.
Shish. And you told me not to be funny. But one day, an egg came through the incubator chamber unhatched. It rolled.
I can point stuff out. I'm not being goofy. I'm helping.
It rolled off the assembly line and fell down, down, down into the shadowy darkness below. The egg landed with a loud crack
Keep going.
on the factory floor. Dazed by this rude introduction to the world, the little duck emerged and surveyed his strange surroundings. He wandered through the forest of machinery, awed by its size and dazzling by its beauty.
Odd, not odd like weird. Odd like wow.
The next thing he knew, the little duck came face to face with one of the worker alligators, who was very surprised to see the duck wandering freely about the factory. Instead of returning the little duck to the assembly line, the alligator stuffed him into his lunch pail.
Wait a minute. Wait. I have a question. Is he going to eat the duck? I hope not.
And left the factory.
He's got him in his lunch bucket. You didn't tell me he put him in a lunch bucket.
Yeah, I did.
I don't remember that. Keep going.
When the little duck emerged from the lunch pail, he found himself in a nicely decorated apartment. The alligator acted friendly, but all the while he was thinking what a delicious meal the duck would make when properly fattened.
I told you! This is not a good story.
Each day when the alligator went off to work, the little duck left by himself with a large supply of tasty snacks. The days were long and lonely. At night, the little duck was so delighted to see his big friend that he danced madly around the apartment. At first, the alligator was bewildered by this weird welcome, but soon he joined in.
Bewildered is confused. He was confused.
As their friendship grew and grew, the alligator thought less and less about eating the little duck. They even tried going out together, but it proved to be very awkward. Today's special, duck soup. I'll get that for you for your birthday.
No, thank you.
One night while the alligator worked late at the factory, the little duck pondered the world outside his window.
Sorry. Keep going.
The alligator had warned him never to venture out alone, but the duck's curiosity got the best of him. He just had to sneak away and explore the streets below. Farther and farther the little duck roamed, until he was hopelessly lost and very scared.
Did you skip a page?
I skipped 3.
Whoa! Okay, good. Here we go.
Rounding a corner, the little duck came upon a brightly lit diner. His heart leapt when he saw another duck inside. He rushed in and hopped onto a stool. "Boy, am I glad to see you," said the little duck breathlessly. "Do you have anything to eat?" "Oh, yes," said the waiter. Up popped a huge alligator from behind the counter. "We certainly do."
This book is a little dark for me.
And you watch the Avengers.
Shh. Keep going.
The little duck surely would have ended up in a stew if his alligator friend had not arrived just in time to rescue him. Shaken and sleepless from their frightening experience, the duck and the alligator lay awake talking. "I guess I owe you an explanation," said the alligator, and he went on to tell the terrible truth. "After the ducks are hatched at the factory, they are shipped to a part of the city called Ducktown. There they eat and eat until they grow so fat they can't fly away. Eventually, I'm afraid, they end up as the main course in some of our favorite restaurants." "Ducks can fly?" asked the little duck. The alligator nodded. The duck was quiet for a while. Then he asked, "Will you take me to Ducktown? I have a plan." What?
I like it when he's got a plan.
The next day, the alligator took the little duck to the edge of Ducktown. It was very difficult for them to say goodbye. "Don't worry," said the duck. "It's better this way. Trust me." The little duck wasted no time in spreading the news. At first, nobody believed his story about the alligators. They thought he was just a troublemaker. But when the little duck showed them the menu from the decoy cafe, the ducks were stunned. "Listen," said the little duck. "This is what we have to do."
What are they gonna do?
He told the ducks that if they exercised vigorously, they would lose weight and become very strong. Then they would be able to fly south, where they would be free and safe from the alligators.
Wait. I want you to see. Do you see the sign up here? It's a motivational sign. It says fly or die. Creepy.
I would choose die. Soon the sky was filled with flying ducks. After some practice, they were ready to fly south just as ducks are supposed to. When the alligators looked up and saw their delicious ducks flying away, they were very angry, except for one alligator who was very sad. The alligator was sure he would never see his little friend again, but suddenly the duck burst into the apartment with 2 tickets in his hand. "I couldn't leave without you." So together they flew south. The ducks followed the sun to a beautiful tropical island. They were thrilled to find their little hero waiting for them, but they were very nervous about having an alligator in their midst. They needn't have worried, though. Most of the alligators passed the time dreaming about chicken. Life was good at the Flapping Arms Seaside Resort. The end.
Thanks for sharing that story with us, Riley. Say goodbye.
See ya.
So, good story about the ducks and two unlikely friends. I want you to tell me a story today about an unlikely friend that you have. Maybe it's somebody that you thought would never be your friend that surprised you. That maybe they stuck up for you like the alligator did and told you something that helped you. I want you to write me a short story about a time when a friend has helped you avoid something bad happening. Enjoy. Thanks for listening. Bye.